is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
First reading. A reading from the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 26, verses 11 to 16 and verse 24. The priests and prophets said to the princes and to all the people, "This man deserves death. He has prophesied against this city, as you have heard with your own ears." Jeremiah gave this answer to the princes and all the people. "It was the Lord who sent me to prophesy against this house and city, all that you have heard. Now therefore reform your ways and your deeds. Listen to the voice of the Lord your God, so that the Lord will repent of the evil which he threatens you. As for me, I am in your hands. Do with me what you think good and right. But mark well, if you put me to death, it is innocent blood you bring on yourselves, on this city and its citizens. For in truth, it was the Lord who sent me to you, to speak all these things for you to hear." Thereupon the princes and all the people said this to the priests and the prophets, "This man does not deserve death. It is in the name of the Lord our God that he speaks to us." So Ahikam, son of Shaphan, protected Jeremiah, so that he was not handed over to the people to be put to death. The word of the Lord. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 14, verses 1 to 12. Herod the Tetrarch heard of the reputation of Jesus and said to his servants, "This man is John the Baptist. He has been raised from the dead. That is why mighty powers are at work in him." Now Herod had arrested John, bound him, and put him in prison, on account of Herodias, the wife of his brother Philip. For John had said to him, "It is not lawful for you to have her." Although he wanted to kill him, he feared the people, for they regarded him as a prophet. But at a birthday celebration for Herod, the daughter of Herodias performed a dance before the guests and delighted Herod so much that he swore to give her whatever she might ask for. Prompted by her mother, she said, "Give me here on a platter the head of John the Baptist." The king was distressed, but because of his oaths and the guests who were present, he ordered that it be given, and he had John beheaded in the prison. His head was brought in a platter and given to the girl, who took it to her mother. His disciples came and took away the corpse and buried him, and they went and told Jesus. The Gospel of the Lord.
Today in the society, the fact or the virtue that is most needed is truthfulness and standing for the truth. And we find in our country how much eagerness and how much brave and strong the people were during the past few months, standing up for the truthfulness, and even the people had this thirst for knowing the truth. And at times, my dear friends, even we can fabricate the true fact. We can fabricate the true facts, and we can fabricate and turn the false facts so that it would known as true facts for the people. And today we find where the story of St. John the Baptist and why he was martyred. He was martyred by the King Herod at that time because he stood for the truth. He stood for the truth. He knew the repercussions of standing for the truth, but still for all, he did not hesitate. He did not hesitate to stand for the truth and bear the truthfulness in his life and showing and just exactly plainly accusing even King Herod of the things that he committed, the sins he committed, my dear friends. Thereby, at times, we would rather keep our mouth shut, keep ourselves shut, knowing the truth, knowing that this is something bad happening, but I would rather want to gain the good name. I would rather would gain the good friendship, and I would rather need to have this friendship. Thereby, I would keep myself shut and silent before the false facts, before the sins committed, my dear friends. And if I keep my mouth shut, knowing and seeing the sins committed by the other, or by my friend, or by my parents, or by my children, then rather it would be a grave sin for me, knowing, seeing, and feeling the things are happening not according to the law of the Lord. It is a grave sin for me, my dear friends. Thereby, let us draw this beautiful but challenging virtue from John the Baptist. Stand for the truth and open your mouth and cry out for the truth, and stand against the sinfulness, and stand against the wrongdoings, and stand against the malice of the world. If we can do so, my dear friends, we would always rewarded by the Lord, not on this earth. We would, when we find the truth and when we talk and when we open our mouths, at times we would lose our friendship. We would lose our name. We would lose the good name or the popularity which I had among the friends. I would lose it. But remember, rather, if I lose the popularity of this earth, I would rather gain the inheritance of the kingdom of the Lord by Himself.